Hey everybody, thanks for joining us again today. This is the Cher Rue Show, and I'm Cher Rue, and my co-host, Kendra Starr.
Hey everybody. And Jose.
And Jose.
Hey. How's it going,
We got
guys?
the whole troops here. So tonight's show is going to be about fitness, and everybody's going, oh.
I wore my workout clothes, see?
Yeah?
I did. I got my, this, yeah.
What
yeah.
kind of workout do you do?
I don't, well, the zipper goes up and down.
I thought you were a tightrope walker?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's, I'm a swimmer, so.
You're a swimmer?
But, however, I know our guest has some other good alternatives, so I'm
Yeah,
excited to kind of hear.
You know, you have to be healthy. It's really important to be healthy and do a little bit of exercise, even though you hate it. Some people really like it, I think. I mean, I go to the gym, and I see some people, they're just, like, loving it, the sweat. The more they sweat, the more they like it. You know, I'm just like, I'm doing my thing, da-da-da-da-da, goodbye.
You've actually been enjoying the gym lately. I've noticed that you've been going a lot more.
I enjoy the gym on the way out. Because then I go over to the yogurt place and get frozen yogurt.
It is. You're right. It's right. Yeah.
It's in the same parking area. I love it.
Now, see, if they had Panda Express there, I'd probably
They do.
Dang.
They do, but I don't eat Panda Express. But I like that golden spoons. So I work out. I do about an hour, treadmill, do the little machines, do my thing, and then I'm out to golden spoons.
Time to do it. It was Richard Simmons back in the 80s.
Oh, wow.
I loved his exercise.
You know, he had a lot of enthusiasm, and there's
did.
a lot to be said for that. But the trick is to stick with it and to keep it integrated into your life on an ongoing basis. And there are things that get in your way, everything from figuring out how to find time for it, figuring out how to get your equipment lined up, figuring out where you should start and how much you should ramp up every week. There's those sort of practical issues, but there's also the emotional issues.
So you have everything in the book.
Yeah, I talk a lot
That's
about
great.
the emotional issues that come with...
Right.
Yeah, like when you're really angry or something, and then you just go and eat.
Yeah, or
you're really happy and you just go get yogurt. Or you're really tired, so you... I don't know.
no,
Panda Express.
right. But there's also the issue that I think for many of us, we have this desire to lose weight that's all wrapped up in this idea of exercise. And we've had a lot of failures when it comes to the idea of losing weight. And so it's very often that fitness and failure get mashed together for people. It gets all mixed up. Mm-hmm. And so part of what we need to do in having a successful fitness life is to sort of tease those ideas apart and just deal with fitness. Like, did I show up today?
Right.
Did I put my tennis shoes in front of the door and did I go show up?
I get dressed and get out the door, and then I come back and then do it again.
I always tell my students the hardest step they do in any aerobics class is the one that gets them in the door of the studio. Like,
Right.
every step they do after that is easy. It's like just getting in the door. That's the
I'm
hardest
just happy
step.
when I'm done.
Well, yeah, there is.
I feel great afterwards. Endorphins.
There are endorphins, and there's also the stress release that comes from that, and the relaxation that comes from that. But we're hoping, ideally, that you'll find some form of exercise that's also fun while you're doing it. And,
Yeah.
I got a few.
Zip line.
Zip line.
I got a few ideas.
Oh yeah.
Well, yes.
Well, we know where your head is at.
I have to tell you that fitness helps your sex life.
That's right.
It really does. You're going to have better sex. You're going to have sex more
You
often.
should be really fit.
You would think so.
But I mean, I can talk about endorphins all day, but when I tell somebody your sex life's going to get better,
Oh, I know. Everybody's
So
on
your priorities, right?
We're all buying the
All right, I'm going to the gym 5 times this week.
I'm telling you.
Ooh, I'm on it. Let's go.
All right, so I think we should show a clip of it.
Okay, great.
All right.
Thanks.
Jeanette Lynn DePatty is my full name. I did get certified as a fitness instructor and a personal trainer. you look at me, and especially if you look at me as an exercise instructor, you're like, there's a disconnect here. This doesn't really map. How can she be an exercise instructor? Does she even do the exercise? Because we have this idea in this country of what an athlete looks like, what an exerciser looks like. At a certain stage in my life, I realized that I had been waiting around my whole life for my life to start. When I'm a size 10, then I'll. When I'm thin, then I'll. And I started doing some research that showed my chances of being thin and staying thin were somewhere between 5 and 8%. And I thought, I can't give myself a 5 to 8% chance of starting a life. I'm just going to go and live my life as if everything about my size was exactly how I want it, and I'm just going to go with it. And the fat chick was a celebration of that. I'm fat, I'm just going to roll with it.
First of all, she makes us get up early, so we have no excuse of sleeping in.
Right now I teach 3 times a week in the mornings.
She helps us wake up.
It is fun, very.
For me, having fun in class is paramount. It's like the number one thing. It's for my students to have fun and for me to have fun, because they won't have fun if I'm not having fun.
It's really fun. It's like dancing, and we like dancing.
Yes.
Well, I like to dance when I was younger, so this really is good for me. I really like it.
She changes each month to a different music, and the choreography is wonderful.
The rhythms will be different.
Really
And
fun.
yes.
It's very graceful, she has the moves.
I have a hard time keeping up with, but it's sure good for the old body.
I enjoy the fellowship among those couple of you that are doing the exercise.
It's always talking about us being partners and enjoying each other and helping each other.
The important thing is that you have a class where you feel like you can do your own thing in that class, and it's okay.
It's good for the whole body and the mind as far as that goes.
The doctor even says that I'm better since going to the class.
Students that come in and they haven't ever exercised in their whole life. I watch those people come week after week and month after month. They're picking up their grandkids again, and they're going dancing with their husbands or wives again, and that's what's important. That's why I do it. Six, 7, 8. Step, cross. 2 more. 2 and 1. Mambo. Woo! Again. 3. I'm back. 2. And back. 1. Mambo scream. Woo! 1 more. 3. Really give it. 2. And 1. 1. Mambo. Woo! Again.
Well, that was really interesting. Very fun.
Yeah.
I think we can do it.
I think we could do it.
I know you guys can do
Okay,
it.
we'll have to try.
I'm gonna have to try. I'll try it, and I'll report back and see how I do.
Yeah, I want to see you do it.
Well, we'll talk about my endorphins.
Is that
call
like
it the
dolphins?
endorphin.
She'll send the dolphins out for the endorphins. Okay, so I have one more question for you.
Okay.
If you could tell everyone at home one message about exercise, what would it be?
Exercise is for everybody. Small, big,
Kinda like
old,
milk?
young. It's for everybody. It does a body good. That's true. But it's for everybody. There's nobody that should be excluded from the joy and all of the benefits that come from exercise.
Awesome.
I think that's great.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, and you want to check out her book and
the DVD.
The DVD, and we'll report back on it. We're going to try it.
I'm on it. I think 10 minutes. I'm okay with that. And I don't like to sweat.
I'll start with 5.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Jeanette.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Okay, we're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back. Bye.